Wright, also known as Spoof, had a bright future ahead of him as a photographer, but unfortunately that life was cut short when he was killed, and a promising career was cut short along with it. To honor his memory, friends who also shared his passion of art created a group called the House of Spoof Collective. This group, only a week old, launched an event where music, art, and Glenn's memory surrounded the atmosphere. Member of the collective, Alberto Inamagua, is here to tell us more about it. Alberto, thank you for being with us, and kindly accept our condolences in the tragic loss, really, of your friend, as he was better known to you as Spoof. First of all, tell us a little bit about him. What he was like, what qualities he shared with you as a friend, and others.
Well, to be honest, like, I always called him my brother from another mother.
Okay.
The way I got to meet him was through his art. I didn't really know him in person until, like, I would say, like, I was 18. But I knew his name in school when I was 16.
And you knew his name because?
Because of his art. His
Okay.
art, like, really caught my attention. Every time I passed through the hall, I mean, our work would be up on the same wall.
Okay.
But I never shared the same class with him.
Okay.
So I knew him as an artist even before I met him as a person.
Okay.
But when I got to meet him, it was a whole different story. I was like, kind of like a mirror image, but a different person. And that's how we've been best friends.
Now, the work his work that you saw while you were doing your own work, was it inspirational to you?
I would say it touched me in a different way. It's just something like I wouldn't do, but if I did, I would like to do it like that. I would like to be colorful.
And how is that? Can you
How
describe that? I mean, I know that a picture usually is better than words, but can you describe how that is?
Well, to me, I like he was very detailed and colorful.
Okay.
Me, I'm not that colorful, but I'm very detailed in the arts. So just like sketching and stuff. But he would be like, oh, pastels. I would never touch that. But he was great at it.
Now, what kind of art actually did he do, and what kind of art do you do? I mean, is it you know,
I mean,
faces, images?
As we got older, I mean, no, basically art would just be non-existing things, like the sky being neon green or something like that, you know.
Okay.
So different aspects of how the world is, but with different things representing it.
Yeah, there are some pictures that we're going to show to our viewers regarding some of the work, his work, and so that they could get a flavor of his talent. Now, I know that certainly not to dwell on it, but unfortunately, we know that Glenn died very tragically and very unexpectedly, really, by doing a good deed.
Yes.
Working, helping his grandmother clean her place down in the Lower East Side. And by the way, let me just interject that there are some of the photos now that are being shown of some of the work that Glenn did. But as a result of his tragic death and what has ensued, I know that you and some others that I believe is out of the East Harlem tutorial, was it, or the East Harlem Tech?
No, well, some of us, well, that's where we used to volunteer, and then we worked. But a few others that are part of the House of Spoof Collective are from the Bronx, and we met through a mutual friend, slash old boss, and that's how I came together of a group of artists, photographers, just meeting.
So you came together to do what?
Well, I mean, we got stronger as photographers and artists by joining a group called the Bridge Project.
Okay.
There were a group of 5 photographers that wanted to teach their skills to other people, which they wanted young, photographers of Latino, African American descent. I got chosen to be in that group. Glenn, also, my brother. I mean, that's where everything has started. That's where I got to learn. Also, I told him about that. Like, do you want to be into photography too?
Right.
And he said sure. So that we both went,
now,
and he amazed me.
Now, let me ask you a little bit about something that was introduced only a week ago at the Brick Gallery. Is it in Hunts Point?
The Brick House.
The Brick House
Gallery.
Okay, the Brick House Gallery in Hunts Point.
Yes.
That's where you had a. Was it a display of some of the works, or?
Well, I would say that after his death, a lot of us, as a group of artists, like slowed down. That's the honest truth. Like, we all slowed down. We all had to think about what we wanted to do next, and I mean, we all talked about how we wanted to do something in honor of him, and we all worked through like 2 years of putting stuff together.
Okay.
And we thought it was finally time this year, which was a week ago or so, and showed off our work.
Now, is that work going to be on display for a while, for maybe some of our viewers who would like to go to the Brick House Gallery over in the Hunts Point area to see it?
I believe we're going to have another gallery there. But there will be more information on the Facebook page that we have.
And what is that Facebook page?
The House of Spoof.
The House of Spoof?
The House of Spoof Collective.
The House of Spoof Collective.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, Alberto, I thank you so much for being with us. Again, my condolences to the loss of your dear friend, Glenn Wright, better known as Spoof. Yes. And I wish you really continued success in developing your talent and your art as you move forward. Not only honoring Spoof, but also to benefit you as well.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for being with us.